Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Dennis, and this is Average Gaming, and welcome back to our Pokemon tier list series. Today, Hoenn. One of my favorite generations, has some incredible freaking Pokemon, and of course, you guys all know it. You know it. If you've been on this channel for any length of time and watched any of my videos, you already know that this guy right here is going into S tier. No point in beating around the bush. That is literally my mascot Pokemon. It is the one that I cherish more than any other Pokemon in the game. When I find him, he's almost always on the team. Same thing with pre-Evo, and actually his middle Evo, I'm actually only going to put an A. It's not as good, to be honest. I mean, it's still my favorite Pokemon. Like, the whole line is awesome, but anyways, now that we've established the obvious, let's go ahead and get on with the rest of the tier list. We got Treecko. Treecko is a fantastic grass starter, probably one of my favorite of the grass starters. Oh, actually, that's a really difficult call. I actually really love the grass starter designs more than most of the others. Bulbasaur is fantastic. Freaking Treecko's great. Grovyle, oh, sorry, not Grovyle. Turtwig looks freaking cute as all hell. Don't really care about Superior or Quilladin. But Rowlet's freaking fantastic. Rillaboom was wonderful. So yeah, it's actually difficult to say. I think Grovyle's design, on the other hand, Grovyle's design is absolute S tier. I mean, that has got to be one of the best looking middle stage Evos that I've ever seen. I don't think another middle stage Evo can even compare to how good he looks. Sceptile's A, Torchic A, Combuskin B, Blaziken definitely A, Mudkip A. I put you down low, you're awkward looking, and then Swampert up in A. All right, now the early route Pokemon. The early route Pokemon in this game are actually really unique and cool looking. Well, maybe not unique, but cool looking for sure. Poochyena, phenomenal. Zigzagoon, pretty damn adorable, to be honest. Mightyena, I'm a little less enthusiastic about, and Linoone even less so. Wurmple is probably one of the better bugs. Like, out of all of the early bug type Pokemon that you find, I think the Wurmple line is actually the coolest because of A, the split Evo, which I think is really nice. It can get a little annoying trying to find the right one. But I really do like it, and I've actually used it quite a few times in a lot of my playthroughs of Hoenn, especially if I can get Beautifly. Beautifly, A, looks great, and B, Bug Flying is actually a pretty decent early game. You know, if you don't want to use Swellow or Pelipper, then having the flying type bug is really good against Brawly. And it actually is pretty helpful against, you know, most of the Team Magma and Team Aqua grunts as well, because they tend to use Poochyena, who's dark type, obviously. I care a lot less about their middle evolutions, and Dustox is not as good. Lotad is freaking phenomenal. Lumbre is pretty good. Ludicolo is awesome. I love his mechanics. I love the way he looks in most of the games, especially with animated sprites or 3D models. The Nuzleaf line is a little less. I mean, Nipple Boy here can go away. Tailo and Swellow are pretty good. Honestly, some of my favorite early route birds. I'll put them up pretty high, actually. Wingull is actually surprisingly good and actually really enjoyable to use and has a decent design. Pelipper looks like a toilet, though. So, Ralts is pretty damn adorable. Honestly, a ton of Hoenn Pokemon are going to end up in A and B tier more than anything. Kirlia is a little more awkward looking, but not bad. And Gardevoir is honestly a badass and just looks gorgeous. Surskit and Masquerain are both terrible designs, and I wish they didn't exist, to be honest. Well, not quite that much. Breloom and Shroomish are fantastic. Shroomish actually doesn't have that great of a design. It's mainly just a mushroom. Breloom, on the other hand, with his stretchy arms, is so freaking cool. Slacking line is pretty decent. I like Vigoroth, and Slacking is absolutely freaking badass. I don't really care about the Shedinja line. I don't. It might be a cool mechanic to have the Wonder Guard and everything, but it's honestly just frankly fucking annoying. Whismer line actually kind of cute. I've actually really enjoyed all of them. Makuhita and Hariyama. Makuhita is a little awkward looking, so I'd put him a little lower. But Hariyama actually looks freaking phenomenal. Exactly what I would expect a sumo to look like. And honestly just has really great vibes. Don't care about the baby Pokemon. If a baby Pokemon is from a fucking Pokemon that already has the low base stat total, then it's completely useless and should not exist. Nosepass is pretty decent looking. Probopass is really the awkward looking one with that freaking mustache. I'd give Probopass B, or Nosepass B. Skitty and Delcatty are so forgettable. I honestly oftentimes forget that they even exist in Gen 3. Sableye has a really cool design. Mawile could have had a really good design if it wasn't overshadowed by its terrible stats. Meditite and Medicham are pretty decent Pokemon. Psychic Fighting is a really unique typing, and I think it's the first one we ever got. And Mega getting Pure Power is phenomenal. Sorry guys, it's early still. I'd give them both B. They look pretty decent. Electrike, however, looks awesome. And you're a high B, but I think you could have looked better. Plusle and Minun are two Pika clones that frankly are just a little annoying, and the only reason we got two Pika clones this generation is because of the double battle mechanics. So, whatever. These things can go straight to hell, though. They are the most useless, ugly, stupid fucking Pokemon that I've ever goddamn seen in any game ever. Besides Miltank. Like, travel pillows and everything. Terrible typings. Like, why aren't they dual type? Why are they pure bug? This guy could have easily been bug electric. And this could have been turned into a fairy type later on. So, like, whatever. Roselia is pretty damn cute. I actually really like it. Gulpin and Swellow are... they're forgettable Pokemon, to be honest. I don't hate their designs, but they're really forgettable. Carvana and Sharpedo are pretty damn good designs that I kind of wish were two separate strong Pokemon that were, like, opposite of each other. But I think, I don't really think it's a logical evolution, which is why I think that. Wailmer and Wailord are pretty good designs. Who doesn't love a chunky boy? Numel is absolutely adorable, and Camerup's pretty goddamn badass looking. Torkoal is, I love Torkoal's design. Alright. Don't really care for these guys. Didn't really care for you. Honestly, I don't like Trapage's design, but Vibrava and Flygon have such good designs. So, I actually really super enjoy them. Cacnea and Cacturn. Cacnea's got a good design. Cacturn's a little awkward looking. Swablu and Altaria. They're a difficult thing to decide on. I don't really mind them too much, but I also think that they're just kind of odd. Being part cloud is just a little weird. I'm gonna put it in C tier. Definitely a high C though. Zangoose is one of my favorite Hoenn Pokemon as well. Seviper, also fantastic looking. Don't care about the freaking rocks. Barboach and Wishcash are kind of mid, you know. Corphish, pretty good design. Crawdont, pretty decent, though not as good as Corphish in my opinion. I think it's a logical evolution. It looks pretty decent, but I think Corphish was actually a lot cooler. Baltoy and Claydol, also really good Pokemon. The fossil Pokemon I didn't care too much for in this gen. Analyst, really good, and Omaldo actually has a fantastic design. Feebas is another Pokemon that just... Milotic, however, is pretty damn cute. Cast Form is an interesting Pokemon. I don't hate its design. I wish it was slightly better because I really like its unique mechanic. I like Pokemon with unique mechanics. Its other forms, honestly, look pretty damn cool as well, but obviously I don't have those in the tier list. Kecleon is kind of meh. Shuppet, pretty cool. Banette, meh. Duskull and Dusclops. Tropius has a fantastic design, and I wish it was a better Pokemon so I could use it more often. Chimecho is whatever. I don't really give a crap about Chimecho. Absol, on the other hand, is absolutely a S tier fucking Pokemon, and don't even come at me, bro, because this fucking Pokemon's design is phenomenal, and it was robbed. It was absolutely fucking robbed, and I wish this goddamn thing was better. Why not does not need to exist. It doesn't. Wobbuffet was stupid enough to give Wobbuffet a baby form was retarded. The only reason they did it was for the fucking anime. Snorunt is pretty cool. I don't mind Snorunt's design. Snorunt, I think, is a solid B. Glalie a little eh. Celio, Celio, and Walrein are fantastic. You are so forgettable that I oftentimes forget you even exist. Like, honestly, who even thinks about those things? Relicanth's pretty damn good looking. Nobody gives a crap about Love Disc. Bagon is super adorable. Shelgon, I think it's called, or Shelmet. No. Yeah, Shelgon. Shelgon's mid. Salamence has a really good design, but I think Bagon's just a lot cuter. Beldum's cool. Matang, definitely better, and Metagross is so fucking phenomenal looking that it's honestly difficult not to put him in fucking S tier. His shiny is S tier though. His shiny is absolutely fucking S tier. No, I love Metagross's design too much. The Reggies are awful, really. They're pretty damn bad. Actually, you know what? They're legendaries. I don't give a shit about putting them in D tier. Latios and Latios have pretty good designs, though. It's a little annoying that we have two Pokemon that look identical. But again, this is the generation that introduced double battling. Kyogre absolutely looks freaking fearsome and badass. I love his design. Same with Groudon. Like, Groudon's design, so good. Rayquaza, I mean, honestly, anybody that doesn't put Rayquaza in S tier is a fucking bitch. All right. Jirachi and Deoxys are so mid that I don't even give a crap about them. There we go. That is the Generation 3 tier list. Like I said, a lot of Pokemon ended up in A and B. We had a surprising number of C. When I really thought about them, a lot of them were just kind of forgettable designs or a little awkward. And of course, a lot of Pokemon that just didn't need to exist. So, whatever. There it is, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed. Expect another video in a few hours. I'm doing a double upload today to try and catch up. So, you'll have Baldur's Gate releasing in a few hours as well. Thank you guys so much for watching, as always, and game on.